Freaking nerds! Get on in, trickle on in. Where'd that glass go? Last minute before the live goes, I find an entire blind flight that I didn't know I had from Corgi. And I was like, holy crap, I just found this. It's because he sent me A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Well, I had done A, B, C, D. I didn't do the other ones. So I just thought, I looked in the box. I was like, man, I've done all those. But I was looking, and I was like, those are full glasses right there. So we're going to do it. There we go. We've got a blind. We can practice. We can see how bad I have got. What's up, everybody? And speaking of, while that was at it, we'll go ahead and pour some more, because I didn't drink all of the dragon's milk you sent here, so I grabbed one of those. Dragon's milk. Maple barrel. 110 proof. Let's warm up with that. Just do the whole thing, huh? Good evening. Trickle on in. Come on in. It's gonna be fun. Let's just get out of the way. Get out of the way! What are y'all up to? Get this all situated. This was not the plan. We just diverged, adapt, plan. We got in here. Johnny, missed last week due to a wedding. Nothing is more important than being here at this live stream. Period. Unacceptable. A wedding? Unbelievable. Can't forgive you. Steve! Dude, this smells so good. Look how dark that is. It's crazy. Look at them legs. This one smells really good. Did all of the other ones smell this good? The heck? What do we got? Peter! What's up, nerd? I'm sure we can salvage some good electronic components. I don't know what y'all are talking about. Beat nerdy stuff. Sugar Kitty. Wilmington! What up, guy? What you got? Look. Oh, dang it. I was going to guess what you had. Old Forester 100. There we go. Very weird. Dare I say, mapley. There's some maple going on in that maple dragon's milk. What up, Miracle? Yeah, Wilmington. What you been doing, Wilmington? It said, where do you say? I saw it. Finally have a Friday off. But out of town, so on my phone. Well, hopefully you're doing something fun out of town, man. What up, James Lay? Freaking nerd. Chris Basilicia from Biloxi.
Daniel Berry Sports Highlights.
What up, Jade? Slapshot. What up, Brian Jenner? Man, I honestly like the smell of this better than the way it tastes. And I'm not saying that it tastes bad. I'm saying it smells so good. Have you ever had that? Where like you get something and it's just like, I just want to smell that. I don't even need to drink that. I can just smell it. We'll just leave it there. We'll smell it all night. We would not do that. But that's good. Got a part-time job at Lowe's and work some Friday nights. We did watch that video, right? Of Lowe's I feel like maybe you'd mentioned this and I showed the video, but you gotta watch, just a reminder, because it's never not funny. It gets funnier every time I watch it. Just watch the video, just type in kid gets crushed at Lowe's, and it'll pop up. Every time, just watch it. It's hilarious. He doesn't actually get crushed. No one dies. It's freaking hilarious. Joe, you're late. Do push-ups. No, I haven't really started without you because I've just been sniffing this. It smells so good. What up, Joe, the sample guy? It's so good. Dragon's Milk Maple Barrel. I want to look this up. Dragon's Milk. It just sounds funny. Give me some of that Dragon's Milk. Origin Maple. So I guess Origin is its own thing, right? So you got Dragon's Milk, and then Origin, and then what it is. Right? Dragon's Milk, Origin. Yeah. Because they got the Origin, then they got Origin Toasted. Yeah, okay. Well, this is the maple one, and it's freaking really good. Also, the bottles are so sick. I'm telling you, come on. Someone help me out here. Do you have a bottle that you just like, you almost like it? What's your favorite nose? You know what I'm saying? What do you like to smell? Like, this smells immaculate. 8.7. I had to pick up a Knob Creek 12, my favorite. Abso-freaking-lutely. I love those bottles. Knob Creek 12's so good. Knob Creek, dude, I love that 10-year that they have out. The blenders, whatever. So good. They need to make that just a permanent, always there type of thing. Or make more of them, or just come out with batch 2 quickly. Just like just bam, 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 bam. I just keep doing that. More of that is what we need. You know? Maybe that's just me. It's not just me. Because it's that good. Oh, Will T, hello from my house. What? I don't know if I have ever seen Will T at his house. It's always from the parking lot. What's going on? What's going on outside? Is there something we need to know? Meteor coming down? Like, what's happening? It's kind of like, I don't know. You seeing Will T outside of the parking lot is just something ain't right. It's like it's kind of similar to everyone is running this way and you're walking that way. You're like, what's up there? And maybe I should go back. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is Will T at home? Everyone go home. We need to go home. What up, Paulo? Meteor, you say? Oh, it's so meaty outside. Yes. There is no meteor coming, but it is quite meaty. We need it meteor. Just had dinner, catfish, potato salad, grilled corn on the cob. Dang. And now sipping on a vodka lemonade. Delicious. So what was it? So what'd you guys do for the 4th of July? I was trying to think of the date. Yeah, last week live. What'd y'all do? Y'all blow up some stuff? Everyone have their hands, their fingers? We got any freaking casualties? We did our race. Did the race, and then came and hung out and drank and watched the fireworks. Easy. Chill. Grilled. Made the tacos that I've been craving. Summer Fridays, half-day work is great for relaxing before Bourbon Wrench chat. Yeah. Every other Friday, I get half days, and it's great. Fantastic. Whereas today, I had a half day, but I had to go in late. I had to go in, like, we didn't start until noon. That's the worst. I would rather just be there all day. Like, I don't want to wake up and have a whole morning just to go, like, have to drive in. But, whatever. I mean, I'm really complaining about working half a day. It's hot in Southeast Georgia, not in the mood for whiskey or whiskey cocktails. Yeah, it's 95 out right now, but... Let's see what our humidity is. That's always... It's so bad. Wow, it's only 54% humidity right now. Wow, that's so low. Feels like 97. Not bad. Not bad. You know, honestly, kind of already sick of it. Ready for 50s. I genuinely only... Like, if it's hot, I better be in the pool or on the lake or at the beach. Otherwise, I don't want it. I don't get the summer away from me. I'm ready for Halloween already, man. Bring on Halloween. Cooler weather. Not too cold. I don't want cold. I want chilly. I want to be able to run down the road without baking, without my shoes melting to the ground. That's what I want. Got a hold of the SAG High Rye Bourbon. The SAG. Oh, like Sagamore? I was like, SAG? My brain literally was like, Stag? You got Stag? High Rye Bourbon? Sagamore? There's no telling what I need to go and look at the frickin' go and gather some photos on the TTB again, see what new stuff's coming out. I need to make another video. I need to see what's going on. Like, what's coming out? What's the rumors? Yes, your brain. Hey, what up, Brian? What are you up to? I've heard Sagamore Bourbon's really good. It is. Especially, like, even their ryes, like, it reminds me of, like, I was going to say this, it reminds me of this, but it's not so much of a freaking comparison other than the age. It reminds me of, like, Penelope. Their stuff's always been good. Sagamore stuff's always been good. They started dropping these, like, 7-year, 8-year, 9-year-old, like, versions of the stuff they've already been putting out. Penelope's been doing the same thing. They are so freaking good. It's like you could really see it. It's like turned into what it's wanted to do. So, I mean, like, they're like cream of the crop right now. Overdue for a booze news episode. I'll get one. I'll do it this weekend. I gotta gather up all the freaking. I have to go look around, gather up some photos, see what's worthwhile. I did see. Here's a little booze news for you. This is just something I saw. Doesn't pertain to us at all. Maybe one of you guys are crazy enough and will be there. It might be happening. I think it's happening tomorrow. Hold on. Pull it up right now. I think it's tomorrow. Did they email it or did I see it on Instagram? Anyway. Four Roses. No. Yes. Okay. Log in with Facebook. Okay, anyway, let's find this. Four Roses. Basically, you know that 21-year-old freaking, or whatever it is, the anthology? It was on my booze news, right? Is this it? Maybe it wasn't on their Instagram, but anyway, I'll show you the, this bottle that I was telling you about. The anthology. Okay, sick. The anthology bottle. So, okay, here it is. I'll read this to you, and then I'll tell you what they did. I believe that Four Roses fiasco is today, or July 10th. It was today. So, okay, yes, it was today. So right here it says, available exclusively at our visitor centers July 10th and Whiskey Row special release in Louisville on July 11th. So they were splitting up the release, and they were going to do some of them at their main visitor center, and then they were going to do some at the Whiskey Row place. And like last minute, I say last minute, this was a month ago. A couple days ago, I guess they emailed or something. I got an email or something where I saw this. But they're like, yeah, we're not going to do this at Whiskey Row. We're just going to put all of them at the main visitor center. So it would kind of suck if like you built all your plans and were like, shoot, man, I can't, like, I was going to Louisville and you just freaking pulled the rug out from me. But there you go. How much was it? Joe, I saw that my friend went down and got one today. I'm sure this thing has got to be absolutely delicious. Here's another one. I'm not even going to put this on my booze news episode whenever I film one, but they dropped this coming out too. Look at that. But I think this is also distillery only. But Mizunara. Four Roses. If you remember, I did a review on Barrel Bourbon. Did a Mizunara. And it's fantastic. Very, very good. The only Mizunara bottle I have tried was that one. It is supposedly a very expensive oak to use. So, if you watch my Barrel Bourbon review, I explain it a little more. I put a picture of a Mizunara tree in the video, just so you know. But, very good. Very good. $500 plus tax, really? Honestly, in today's market, 21-year-old Four Roses for $500, freaking Wild Turkey is putting out 15-year-old bourbon for $500. So F them. Way to go, Four Roses. I mean, let's face the facts, man. A Four Roses 21-year-old for $500? What's a Pappy 15? You see what I'm saying? And I can promise you, this tastes is monumentally more delicious. And comes with a box. So I wonder how many your brain would be like, surely there wouldn't be that many people going to buy one of those for $500, but I also feel like, no, Trev, a lot of people would do that. I wonder how many people were there. What up, Truman? Paul P! Here's to another Friday. This one from Mrs. Paul P. and me is... 28-year anniversary. Drink the good stuff. Paul P, I'll pour something good. Why not? Heck yeah. That's what I'm getting next. What do you want? It doesn't matter what you want. I'm pouring what I want. But it's in honor of you. Hold on. Wait a minute. Now I'm over on the Four Roses thing. I'm gonna make this freaking tomorrow. So it's like an Aperol Spritz. You can make it like an Aperol Spritz with bourbon. What is La Marca? Strawberry syrup. Yeah, that looks summertime right there, man. Yeah, I need to save that. Saved. I'm having a mixed cocktail in a cigar as we speak. La Marca is Prosecco. Ah. So we just need Prosecco. My brother and sister-in-law just snagged 2 different barrels of that Four Roses today. I wish I had that kind of money. Whiskey budget, though. Absolutely nuts. Now, I mean, you can get some of those. A dang, you can get like a private select Four Roses is like $100. My connections hooked me up with that Wild Turkey 16-year cheesy gold foil. There you go. I wonder... I'm sure that tastes really good. I'm more interested to see how does it compare to like the original. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like the originals, the older ones, are even harder to get. But it's like those old ones weren't the price of the current ones. You know what I'm saying? But granted, they weren't 16, right? That's wild. Speaking of cocktails, I need more big ice cubes. Looks like I need to take my cooler to Publix tomorrow. What? My Publix has cubes and spheres. What? What do you mean? For one, we don't have Publix here. 2, you just buy the cubed ice? The heck? That 49er fan Matt still closing out the workday. Pumped I get to listen. There you go. It'll be over soon, brother. Great cocktail recipe: 2-ounce rye whiskey, 2-ounce grapefruit juice, and a squirt of raspberry cocktail syrup. Sounds pretty good. Shaken, not stirred. All right, we got to get something good for Paul P. and Mrs. Paul P. The better of the P's. I think I want that. Why not? Happy anniversary. Trev's pronunciation of pubics is crazy. And yes, they sell them in big, thick bags. Huh. A bag of pubics, huh? That is wild, though. I will say, when we are down in Florida, I have seen a Publix. Or is it Publix? Publix. I've seen one with my own eyes. I've never stepped foot in one. You know, we got Walmart. You know, there's normal stuff around here. I need to get another bottle of that Love Calumet 16. Me too, Brian. This is like my 4th one that I've ever owned. I thought I don't think they continue making these, right? I think they just made them and what's out there is out there. Yeah, batch size 19 barrels. So it's kind of like one of these days it'll just be gone. But right now, you can still find quite a bit of them. Like, I still can find 14 and 15. But eventually, it'll just be gone. You know what's really ticking me off is that, like, and maybe this is why I should go and get another one and probably grab the 15. You know, Calumet, they're like, they're coming out with like this 12-year. They're coming out with this other stuff, but they're like making it even more. The way they're wording it's pretty crummy. And I think the price is like the price of these. Hold on. Again, I saw this on Instagram. We're going back. I don't know if I saw the price, but maybe I did. Calumet Bourbon. You know, there was that whole thing about the Calumet 18. Don't get me started on that one. Why was that one so much goddamn money? Okay, here's this. See, like, come on, man. Calumet 12's coming around town. 2 batches of less than 3,000 bottles each. You know, they're like trying to really make this freaking super limited. How much is this gonna cost? I bet you it's gonna be more than Calumet 16. This thing was like $500. You know? How much? They don't answer it because it's $500. It's a lot of money. I heard it was really good, but I can't buy that. Yeah, so, I don't know. What is this? Oh, there's reposting. I don't know. What do y'all think? Four Roses 21 year for 500 or Calumet 18 500? See what I'm saying? I would pick the Four Roses 21 year like 10 times out of 10. I can find 14, 15, 16 in the 8 and 15-year-old small batch. I haven't tried any of the Calumet, see, look at that. It does look really good. Looks fun. I haven't seen any of the trying to see if something like this, like the 8-year, the 8 and 15-year, like Will was saying, I can get these too. I've never tried them, so it's like, how are these? I'm kind of curious. No, I think I've tried the 8-year. It was fine. I'm kind of worried about the 15 and 8 being 86 proof. Like, what are we doing? Why are we watering that down? I don't know. Have y'all tried that? 1792 15-year announced. $250. Really? I don't want to spend $250. Why is 1792 12-year like $60? And then the 15 years $250? You see what's going on in my brain? And then Calumet 16, $150. I think all we are discovering is that me and Brian are going to the store tomorrow and buying Calumet. Is what I'm hearing. This is what I'm hearing. I remember the Lucky 7, 14, and 15 proprietors were $140. Oh my god, and those are so good. And it's a travel. Oh, you're talking about the 1792 is a travel exclusive, right? I saw you said something earlier about where'd that go? I don't even know. I saw you said something about the 1792s. Like we missed some. Maybe that's what you were talking about, was the 15. Cask strength. What is? I'll take the Knob 21 for the price over both of the others. Knob Creek 21 is really freaking good, too. And what is it? 210 or something? What was the price of that? Was it up to 250? But it's also 21. Knob Creek 21, Will T says 350. I thought it was a little less than that, but then again, maybe that was just retail. You never find things for retail. I reviewed the Knob Creek 21. I gotta edit it. By the way, I put out another video. Can you guys believe it? 2 videos, 1 week. 2 videos back to back. Can y'all believe it? So you go over there and like and comment for the YouTube algorithm and say, Trev is so... What a great video. Just comment that. Sound like a bot. Wow. This was really good, Trev. That's all you gotta say. And then I'll believe you. Went to a museum whiskey stop the other day just to see if prices went down. Still want $1,500 for Heaven Hill 17. Bro, that's a good idea, Truman, because the store next to the store I go to is that's the whiskey museum. Those prices were crazy. That's the shop that has like the $9,999 Pappy. That might be fun. Go in there and freaking see what the prices are. I kind of like, I haven't been in there. I have not been in that store. I'm a man of my word. When I boycotted them, I haven't been in there in 3 years, maybe more. It's been a long time. Long time, and they're right next to each other. Hundreds of feet. So, ordering a barrel cigar blend. I'm just saying, I freaking love that bottle. It's really good. Especially for the price. Especially looking at all these other bottles, and it's kind of pissing me off that they're $150, $250. It's kind of just aggravating me. Because it's like, dude, there's such good stuff that you can find for under $100. So, you better fix your prices. What? Gotta do a museum check once in a while. There's no way. If I go in there and that stuff's low price, there's no way it'll be low price. It'll just be half of what it used to be. Yeah. Or everyone boycotted him, so no one has been in there to buy them, and they're all at perfect prices. $200 for Weller Special Reserve. Yeah, this is the kind of place that it's like that. I think their Weller 12 was like $400 or something, and just stupid crap. Like, what are we doing? And the crazy thing. For one, I think it's all crazy, but two, you know, maybe the people who get tricked into this are the people who are like just rich or something, and they're like, it's such a niche market that you're trying to scam, really is what it is, because who's going to go in there and buy that for, you know, $500? It's people who don't know a dang, right? So it's some rich guy's like, man, I just need a good bottle for my boss or whatever. It's just something dumb. It's such a dumb niche that you think's gonna buy this. And then two, the issue is like, oh yeah, well we have these 3 options. No, they have an entire freaking wall of stuff that are like $1,000. Like, bro, I'm sorry, but that would, if I knew nothing, and I was like, I want a really fancy, expensive bottle. And you turn around and be like, yeah, everything back there is $1,000 or $500. I'd be like, you're freaking lying. There's no way. Zero chance. That's how this store is. They have so many. They have every freaking rare bottle you could name for about 100 times the price that they should be. Anywhere between 10 times the price to 100 times the price. What up, Joe? Just returned from Fort Bliss and Hood. Long week and now whiskey time. Came home with a Specs pick of Baker 7. Actually 10-year-old. Hey. I haven't seen one for that was 10. I think I had a 9-year-old one. It was like 8 years, 11 months. Almost 9. Still asking $125 for Blanton's and $500 for Elmer T. Lee. It's... I just wonder, you know, someone has had to have bought it. They got to. About to test the XM30. Is that the, Oh, wow. What the heck is that? So this is supposed to replace the Bradley. That's wild, dude. So you're about to test it. It's ready? Interesting. It looks like a futuristic Bradley. That's what it looks like. It's ready. What's wrong with the Bradley, man? It's old. They just want to sell them off to someone and get some new crap and keep all of the general dynamics, making money and stuff. I get it. It's fun. It looks crazy, dude. That's gotta be just a prototype picture, because that looks a bit crazy. This looks more normal. Very futuristic looking, though, still. Oldest bakers I've seen other than 13-year was 10-ish years. I feel like most of the stuff, like, by the time it starts getting over 10, they're like, yeah, we should probably let this go until 13, just so we have stuff to put in the 13, you know? I couldn't imagine them being like, oh, well, this is just going to be bakers. It's going to be a pick, and then it's still 13. My local museum only sells allocation with super high-end Scotch tequila picks or crazy stuff like Eagle 20. Wait, so only sells allocation with super high-end Scotch. What do you mean by that? Like, you have to... If you buy the Eagle River 20, you can buy, like, the BTAC? Is that what you're saying? Or is it, like a package deal? There are people like that. One of my dad's rich friends a couple years ago bought a Blanton's for like $400. See? Telling you. Maybe that's why they do it. They're the suckers. It's his fault. It's freaking that guy's fault. Tell him to send me $400 and I'll send him a Blanton's. Paul P, if you're still here, happy anniversary. Let's get into this flight. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. See that? Dang, these look dark. Corgi. Do you even remember what you sent me, or is this going to be a mystery to you, too? Still here. Thanks, but... Paul P., did you say what you're drinking? I remember. What's the plans? What are y'all doing for your anniversary? Watching me? You gotta put... Come on, you gotta put some sexy music on or something. You can't be watching me all night, Paul P. Granted, we don't do a whole lot on our anniversary. Good meal, good bottle of wine, sit on the couch. Corgi, he's like, dude, I'm along for the ride, brother. He's like, dude, the freak did I send Trev? Dang, that one. Whatever G is, I need to start calling him A, B, C, D. No, that's gonna confuse me. G. Look how dark that is. The others are dark, and then that one's motor oil. That's what I poured E and was like, dang, this is dark. And then I poured that one. Dang, what'd you send me, Scotch? It ain't as dark as the other one. Alright. And he said, I remember, and this is how I verified. Because I keep all of this stuff. I keep, like, the letters and stuff he sent. Hey, Trev, you are the best, and I love you. and no one is as good as you, especially bourbon tasting and blind tasting. You are perfect. No one's forcing me to say this. I'm saying this because it's the truth. Corgi. That's his words, not mine. I read it straight from the paper. Didn't make that up. Let me grab a little notebook. And we got the Paul P sent this. There you go, Paul P. Or Mrs. Paul P. The better of the peas. Mellocorn. Dude, I haven't had Mellocorn in a hot minute. Alright, this is Blind Flight. Corgi. 7/10/2026. E. F. G. H. That's how we're doing that tonight, baby. Paul's about to be a tired boy. We were up in Nashville all day, did an escape room and grabbed some good food. The kids and grandkids get here in about an hour to visit for the week. Yeah, oh yeah. Good luck, brother. My liquor store finally got Malort. Finally! Dude, I'm telling you, we need to do a Malort barrel pick. Just me. Just the Bourbon Wrench. And it's just going to be my face. The sticker is just going to be my face. Who's in? I guess it could be whoever wants to go and pick that. You're in. Yeah, and we're going to taste all of the options. I'm in for a case. We might even get 2 barrels. Wow, this one tastes so much better than the other one. Man. I know this isn't like a dusty, but I don't want to say this smells like a dusty. It smells dusty, as in there's like a aged characteristic to this. Not that it is a dusty. It smells musty, like a musty rick house, which is a good. What's crazy, like, it almost reminds me of that Calumet 16 in a way, of like sweet and oaky, but like, man, it's gotta be some age to that. Like, if the Calumet, because I'm coming off Calumet 16. I don't know. I don't think it's, I'm not saying it's 16. It gotta be. Let me taste it. It smells like it could be freaking 14 or 15. Let me taste it. Then I'll be like, dude, that's freaking 7. Trev. Can't support the Malort pick. What? Why? Wish I could find Malort. Corgi, I could send you one. For sending me this great blind flight, I can send you a blind flight, and it's going to be 4 pours of the same Malort, and you just... Everybody, please send out positive vibes and prayers this Thursday. I've got my 6-month cancer surveillance appointment. Cheers with EC the Bourbon Preacher. Oh, Elijah Craig. Well, abso-freaking-lutely. This coming Thursday, It's gonna be the most boring surveillance possible. They're gonna say, nothing to survey. We've surveilled, and come back. See you in 6 months. Bye. And you can get on out of there. Easy. Nothing. Dustin Pullman beat CC Pullman into the chat. Trev, freaking love you. Like a lot. Like way more than CC loves you. At the mere seconds before CC Pullman comes in here. I think Dustin's right. I mean, I'm seeing it with my eyes. Corgi. Corgi, do you have a Calumet Farm 16 in your collection? If this isn't exactly what I just drank, then it's gotta be, this is aged Barton, and I'm only saying it could be. That's the thing, you try a Sam Houston 15, a Calumet 15 versus Calumet 16, they're kind of all like, that's aged Barton. This is aged Barton. Glass E. The first sample is aged Barton, and I'm calling it now. You know more than me, Trev. I'm just here. Corgi, I literally poured this for freaking Paul P. And then the first sample in trying, I can't go all in. This is the same exact thing I just tried. For one, my brain wasn't expecting that. This very well could be Calumet 16, which I just drank. It could be the exact thing. But that's my thing. I don't know what he has or had at the time of sending me this. This could be any of the other ones. This is aged Barton. 100%. Yes. Yes. Aged Barton. You know why I want to call it? It's the same exact freaking thing. Is the proof. Calumet 16, I believe, is one of the higher proofs of those aged Bartons you can get, right? It's not drinking super hot. It's drinking like 106. Like it's drinking slightly more than, okay, I would want to guess this is 100. No, it's a little bit more. 105, bam, 106. That's how you get to this. This, dude, if this is Calumet 16, I'm putting it down. Bro. I can't compare it because that was the last of my Calumet 16. I killed the bottle. And I really wasn't thinking about it. I was just enjoying it. But now that I'm trying it, if it's not that, if it's not a Calumet, or if it's not, what other aged Bartons? Sam Houston? I feel like not many people have those anymore. Or Lucky 7, the proprietor. But then again, I'm pretty sure those proprietors were way higher proof than this. I don't know, Corgi, because it's empty. Oh, it's just a remnants. I'm telling you, that was the first thing I was getting on the nose, like when I'm really analyzing it, was sweet and aged. This is Calumet 16. Corgi has Calumet 16, and he sent me a sample of Calumet 16, which I just finished a bottle of Calumet 16 moments before trying this. That's what I hope has happened. Would that be crazy? Finally got the Barrel Cigar Blend today. Little hot or sharp, can't tell which yet. Just let it sit for a second. Pour it. And then don't hate me if you hate it, but that's one of my favorite bottles I've tried, bro. Let it sit, and then come back. You're gonna like it. If you hate it, I'll buy it from you. I don't know, dude. I'm so in my head now. It's got age to it, and it's Barton. I'm gonna move on. That would just be freaking the coincidence of a lifetime. That'd just be so funny. But I can't tell you for sure that that's exactly what I tried, but it's gotta be aged Barton. It's aged, for sure. Glass F. Whoa. Completely different. Completely different. Found the picture. It definitely has age. I'll go back to it. It's got the age, man. I think that's what was throwing me off is I just had the Calumet 16, and then I'm like, smells like, dude, this smells like freaking 15. And then I tasted it, and it got that Barton characteristic. I'm like, did you send me the same thing I just had? I'll go back to it. That might have... I hope I didn't just get in my head by immediately assuming that's what it was. Coming from the Calumet 16. Let's go to this one. Completely different. Not even in the same realm. It's like a little more, I'm not gonna even say, let me taste it. I'm gonna, because there's a note that I'm getting, and it doesn't really make sense to anyone but me. Basically, like all of the notes I give you guys, it doesn't make sense to anyone but me. But that's just what my brain, I get this note on certain brands, and I can't really explain it, because when I do, it's like, nah, it doesn't really smell like that, but that's just what my brain calls it. I'm kind of getting it on this. So it's making me lean towards a certain distillery, and I feel like I will know once I taste it. They will match up. Get it? Makes sense, right? Come on, I'm the best taster there is. I'm completely wrong. Not even close. I don't know what that is. There's something happening on my tongue that makes me want to say this is like from Texas or something. Like it almost had like this very high level of tannin that really zapped the moisture. But it doesn't really smell Texas. She's from Texas, I can tell. I'm gonna say tannic mouth. But you know, there's also something that's not very Kentucky-like. So let's start eliminating that. This is from somewhere else. This is non-Kentucky. Now that doesn't really narrow it down, but in a way it does. Is Tannic Mouth an emo band? Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. They're pretty good. I like them a lot. See, then I say that. I go back to it. Kind of changed up a little bit. Eddie Crease, what you sipping? We are sipping through a blind flight right now. 4 pours. There is no... This is what I love about Corgi when he sends these flights. There's nothing. I think he goes and just pours... He grabs like 4 bottles out of his collection and just sends them. No, nothing. There's no rules. There's nothing. It's like, here's four samples. You have no idea what they are. There's no game. There's no, theme. There's no, I'm going to send you 4 barrel proofs, or I'm going to send you, no, it's like, I have no clue what this could be. Like, you just picked 4 random bottles and sent them, so. Trying to figure this out. The first one, Eddie, what you missed, so let me catch you up. We're only on pour 2. The first one, I think we're all over it. I think I'm all over that thing with my guesses. I have no freaking clue what this is. The nose smells familiar, and maybe, like I said, I don't know if this is from Kentucky. If it is, it might be more crafty. I don't know. It doesn't taste... The tannic thing's throwing me off. And I'm not saying it's tannic in a bad way. I feel like tannins can get quite intense. You like drink a really tannic wine, it's almost like unbearable. But I'm just saying the tannins on this makes me feel like it's gotta be from like heat, aka Texas. I could just be talking out of my butt, man. Texas. Dude, it's not gonna be from Texas at all. It's gonna be from like freaking West Virginia. Let me guess proof, then we'll move on. How's Costco in Arkansas for bourbon? I'll be honest, dude. I've been talking about it. I've never stepped foot in the Costco liquor store. We drive over there periodically. We might be driving over there this weekend. If we do, I will stop in there. I just want to see. I also want to see if they got their, don't they have that Costco bourbon? Kind of like, Kirkland has their version. I know Costco, I think, came out with their kind of bourbon, right? Like super cheap Costco bourbon. Wait, Costco is the Kirkland signature. What am I thinking of then? Maybe I'm mixing up. Kirkland is Costco. What's the other one I'm thinking of? Kirkland is, yes, Kirkland stuff's Barton. What's the other? I feel like, was it Sam's Club? There's another big store that they're doing something similar to this. And I just mixed them up. So yes, Kirkland is Costco. Members Mark. Members Mark, didn't they come out? They dropped a Members Mark bourbon, right? Something like that. Members Mark Kentucky Straight Bourbon right here. Trader Joe's and yeah, Total Wine. I mean, I know they have their stuff, but Trader Joe's might have one. I know. Look at this. Members Mark. It's distilled and aged by 1792. It's the same. It's the same stuff, bro. There's no dude. If this, we have to get our hands on this stuff. We got to get our hands on this, and we got to get our hands on freaking another one of the Kirklands. It's the same. And then what? Not Kirkland. Trader Joe's bourbon. $15. 5 years, aged minimum of 5. All right, a little less flashy. Okay, I mean that's. Come on, it's pretty cheap looking, but I love me some Trader Joe's. Our Trader Joe's does not sell liquor though. You can only get wine there, so that's a problem. All right, let's move on to Glass C while we're yapping. I live in NH, New Hampshire. So our liquor stores are state ran, which has its pros and cons. There was just Big Buffalo Trace drop, so I was able to score some good bottles for MSRP. Hey, what'd you get, Eddie? Also, you might be the only person that I have ever met in my life from New Hampshire. First one. Eddie wins. Eddie wins tonight's giveaway, and it is a... You know what you won, Eddie? You won getting to open one of those new bottles you got today, and you have to. Bourbon Insane. I'm calling Bourbon Insane about Members Mark since he works at the club. What, does he own the dang club? He works there? I thought he was like, did something with like pharmacy. Maybe he's the pharmacy there. I thought he did something in the pharmacy. I know too many of people. All right, we're going on to G, which is by far the darkest one he sent me. They are all dark, but look at that. Look how freaking dark that is. What is that? It smells really good. A little chocolatey. Oh, he's the pharmacist at Sam's. See, I knew it. Chocolatey. That's Peerless Double Oak. It is chocolatey. It smells chocolatey. It is chocolatey. This got to be Peerless Double Oak or something. Because it's not... I'm trying to think of double oaks right now. It's not a Woodford Double Oak. It's not a 1910 or something. It's a bit higher proof, too. I've I don't think I've had it. If I've had a Peerless Double Oak, I can't remember it. We don't get Peerless around here. Kirkland's budget stuff isn't bad, but it's just more meh whiskey, which I have stopped buying. Look, Paul P. The P in his name stands for Pinky. Trust me, Paul, I'm the same way. Those peasants drinking the Kirkland. I don't know why I'm acting like this. Paul B's like, this guy's a freaking idiot. I will say, I've liked, out of the 3 Kirklands, I remember really liking the single barrel way more than the bottled and bond and the small batch. Like, it tasted good to me. Now, I don't know, I haven't had it in a while, so going back to that. Just have too many bottles, so need to drink those or just keep filling up the shelves. Dude. Half of my shelf is empty. I have not replaced anything. I keep bottles up there so the shelves look full, but I have not been buying. That's why I was so glad that I found this flight, because I was like, dude, what am I gonna drink tonight? I don't got nothing, man. I don't have anything anymore. I just don't buy stuff. This has got to be, for not having Peerless Double Oak, this got to be bad. Or if it could be, I would say, I'm going to go ahead and call it, it's a double oaked of some sort. Maybe not Peerless, I don't know. What's the other brand that's got that good double oak? But then again, that's really high proof. I don't think this is that high of proof. I mean, it's up there. I would say this seems like 115. It's for sure finished. It's so chocolatey that I would think that it's a double oaked over some sort of wine. Like, that's gotta be a double oaked. It's just so chocolatey to me. Sagamore Double Oak's good, but lower proof. I thoroughly enjoy Sagamore Double Oak, but it's completely different. Like a Double Oaked Rye versus a Double Oaked Bourbon. Smart move, Trev. Drink what you have and save your money. Kids are expensive. Start saving now. Paul P., if only you knew. One of these days, I can explain everything to you guys. But my money is not going towards bourbon right now. All of it. All of my monies. All money. $0. I'm going to call this 115 proof. I mean, what's a Peerless Double Oaked? You can explain it at the first annual Nerds in a Field gathering. Dude, we gotta do it. We gotta... If anything, we could get, like... I know Paul, at least you and Travis would show up. I know that for a 100% fact. Brian says, do you have an Old Dominic around you? The cast strength is like $45 here and it is great. We get Old Dominic here, and I live 2 hours from Old Dominic. Dude. Old Dominic is freaking... They're killing it. That stuff is so good, Brian. Even their freaking you don't even have to do the cask strength stuff, dude. Like, that's how you know, to me, you know that when I can drink your, like, I think one of their bottles is like 88 proof. I think, I forgot what it was called. I could be mixing it up. But anyway, like, their lower proof stuff is like just as good in a different way. Like, when you can freaking drink their basic entry stuff and still enjoy it, it's not like kind of like a throwaway. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of brands just, oh, it's our 90 proof, or it's our 85 proof, or it's made for mixing or whatever, and it's like a throwaway, right? No, it's like their bottom stuff is, yeah, we made this for cocktails, but if you want to drink it neat, it's gonna be good. And it's good. Okay, that's what it is. Their Tennessee whiskey's 85 proof, bourbon's 91. Both of those bottles are good. Like, the 85 proof Tennessee whiskey is good. I've enjoyed every single thing I've had from them. When we were there, I met a bunch of people there for the chat. I tried like everything they had. I was like, I want to try your core lineup, and then they had a bunch of single barrels at the bar that you could try. I was like, I want to try all your single barrels. Everything you got up here, let me try. Freaking amazing. I left with like 3 or 4 bottles. I think I'm exactly 2 hours from there. Speaking of, I've been wanting to go back. Like, their distillery's really fun. It's just, you know, in the not the greatest place you want to go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people get shot around there. Not around the distillery exactly. But Memphis doesn't have the greatest reputation. Hey, Bourbon Hunter! Gus's chicken! See? So, I got to meet freaking Lee and Tina. Who all was freaking there? Donnie and them. It was a whole shebang. Too many people. Get drunk at Old Dominic. We walked over to Gus's Chicken. Stood in line for freaking forever. But it was totally worth it. And then went back to Old Dominic. Got more drunk. It's awesome. Anyway, I'm doubling down. This is double oak, baby. I love drinking whiskey and dodging bullets. Let me tell you this story, man. I don't know if I've told this. I'm sure I have. I had to have. But I find this part of the story so hilarious. So, we're at Old Dominic. We get there early in the day, right? And I like to pride myself as I'm an old soul. And I'm usually one of the younger people at our meetups, right? Not calling you guys old. I just get along with you guys better. You know what I'm saying? So we're at Old Dominic all day, kind of in the mid-afternoon, hanging out, just chill. Exactly how I want life to be. Okay? Relaxing, just having a good time. And then listen to this. So it was Cliffy. You guys know Clifton. And Tony Bag of Donuts. Cliffy's husband. That's it. 4 of the whitest dudes you've ever seen in your life decide to walk down Beale Street after being at Old Dominic, okay? Well, unbeknownst to us, there was some sort of festival going on. And, let's just say we get to the end of Beale Street, okay? And we've been stopping at all these little bars, getting a deck. I mean, we're walking, we're having a good time, we're getting drunk. We get to the end of Beale Street, and all of a sudden, I look around. We are the only 4 white guys anywhere to be seen. And the next thing I know, this dude comes running up to me out of nowhere. He just like sprints at me. He hands me, he has a microphone, and he's like, this dude's holding this like light in his iPhone, like filming. And this guy's like, hey, yo, we're live, and we just found this white guy. And I'm like, dude, I'm buzzing. So I'm a good time. I'm like, dude, this is gonna be like, I'm not. What are you doing, running at me? And he's like, he's literally like filming me on this live stream, and he's like, he goes, how do you feel to be the only white guy at this festival? And I was like, I looked around, I was like, dang, I am the only white guy. I don't know, I was just having a good time. And then that broke the wall. That guy was like, this dude's awesome. We just had a good time. But then I was like, how did we get down here? And why? And what's going on? Anyway, that's my story. Yeah, I don't know what the festival was, but I don't know. I don't know if I was supposed to be there, but I was. I don't know. I didn't ever feel in danger. I might have been too drunk to know, but I had a great time. Also, I wish I could find that guy's live stream. I was on a live stream, like he was literally on Instagram Live interviewing me about, he was like, well, how are you, like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I don't know, I'm just here, like, I heard music, and I went to that bar, and he's just like, what? Like, I thought he was gonna get something out of me. But then he was like, holy crap, this guy is he's just here to have a good time. You know? And then there's freaking Tony Bag of Donuts and freaking Clifton. Like, they're like, bro, what are y'all doing here? It was awesome. Yeah, I honestly think it's just how you handle things. It was a great time. Memphis is the only thing that stands between Indy and #1 crime city. What? Guy. It depends on what part of Indy, though, right? Like, I'm running a marathon through Indy. How do you... Surely the race doesn't go through where a place I'm gonna get shot, right? You know, honestly, that might be good. That's fine. Disregard. If I'm sucking, you can just kill me. G. Double Oak. What up, William Miller? Alright. Bourbon Lover, what's up? T-Rev finished off that bottle of Barrel Cigar Blend yet? Yes. It is. No. It's almost. We might do that tonight. It's literally like this much. I'm an old dog, whippersnapper. What up, EMC? How you doing? Malort in the parking lot. Dude, that's where I pulled out the, Was it regular Malort, or did I bring... I thought I brought the barrel-aged... The barrel-aged Malort. 3 days with Bulgarians. Can't tell you anything specific about it, but made it back to base eventually. Oh no, with the Bulgarians. I will say, I feel like it's anything. I've gone to Memphis so many times. Shoot, everyone talks about how dangerous Little Rock is, and I'm like... Two things. Maybe not where normal people go. I don't know, if you're trying to, like, go to a nice restaurant or to the distillery or to the breweries. I don't think you're gonna get shot. Two, most of the videos I see of people getting in fights and shot and stabbed and all the stuff in Little Rock, it's like at 2 a.m. So maybe that, like, I've never once felt in danger being in Little Rock, and supposedly we have mega crime. I don't see it. I don't know. It's obviously places that I don't go, or at times I'm not there. I think it's both. I think it's places I don't go, nor am I there at any time. So, I feel like it's the same with freaking Memphis. I don't think you're gonna go to Old Dominic and get stabbed. You know? You're not gonna get jumped walking to Old Dominic. You know? Like, it's not that bad of an area. Especially, I felt like that was a nice area. Even if, so Beale Street's like right up the road. I don't know what all goes on at Beale Street all of the time. I can just tell you that we went down it during a time we probably shouldn't have. Yet I'm here to tell you about it. I felt fine. The only thing about it that freaked me out, it didn't freak me out. I was just like, okay, who are these little losers? There were these kids walking around with ski masks. And I'm like, oh, what are you, in like some stupid gang or something? Like, I could literally fight all of you drunk. Like, you guys are so hard with your ski masks. Like, that's the only, like, I was like, who are these little losers? Other than that, it's just like, whatever. Didn't even care. But they weren't even doing anything. They were just walking around with ski masks. Like, what are you doing? Like, you can't even go to the bar. Like, what, are you just going to walk up and down the street? How cool are you? What a freaking loser. Anyway. Yeah, ski mask kids. That was weird. I didn't see a Glock, but that would have been my thing. Like, bro, you're like 12. You don't even know how to... I could disassemble a Glock and then reassemble it and kill you before you could even get it out of your pants. Like, you would have no idea. You just wake up with the Lord. Like, well, God, I was gonna mug this guy and I just died. I was at Beale Street. What up, Odyssey? Took my boy to our first minor league game of the year. Late, I know, but he loved it. Heck yeah. Baby on the corner selling weed. They weren't even doing that, man. I would have respected it if he was over there doing something. They were just walking up and down the road. It was weird. This smells really good. Nutty. Man, these have all been so different. I'm sure you guys haven't paid attention to any of these and have no idea. They've all been so different. This one's nutty and chocolate. Whereas the one before this was like chocolate. This is like Snickers bar chocolate. Yeah. You know what this might be? I just got a weird note. Hold on. Not a specific bottle, like a brand. I think I know the brand. There is this like little musty, dusty peanut thing. This is Jim Beam. I think this is a Jim Beam nutty. What is that though? That smells so good. I typically don't rave about Jim Beam as hard. Like, this smells really good. That's not a Heaven Hill nutty. That's Jim Beam. I'm pretty locked in about that. Like the first one, I'm locked in Barton. I think this is Beam. Beam. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I just got it. That note right there, that is quintessential Jim Beam. You can't even hide from it. Dang, what are you guys? Look at all everyone ever texted me. Oh!
Ready? Go! You didn't fake it. Initially, yeah, because I think the finish is still the same. It's terrible.
You're messing it up. This is an old Dominic. I could have just played this on TV or on YouTube. There's Lee. Lying. Liar. Lies. Oh, what a good time, man. That was such a good freaking good visit. William, we're doing a blind. Oh yeah, that's Jim Beam 100%. What is that, though? Overly white guys preparing for the night's recon. Old Ironside. Yeah, Lee is an old tanker, man. Tina just texted me. It's not that bad. Add 2 years to the specs pick. They told me these picks are always 2 years older than the label. So 10, almost 11 years, huh? Or all of those picks. Yeah, they are. I was talking about your photo, Joe. You're welcome for that bottle. Henry! F off! Viper Candy. Rare character, limited release rye in the glass. They may have just gotten off a Southwest flight during COVID. This wasn't that long ago. Nothing good happens at 2 a.m. in the streets. Nothing happens at 2 a.m. around here but being asleep. They are all nutty. You know, this last one, this is 100% Jim Beam. I'm calling it. All in. Corgi, I'm all in. Somebody sent samples Yeah, so William, Corgi sent this blind flight. There's no rules, there's no guess this, guess that, there's no theme, there's nothing. He sent me 4 freaking bottles from his collection at random, it seems. And it makes it very difficult, because it's just like, go pick 4 bottles and send 4 samples and see what happens. It's like, dude, what is going on here? This is a Jim Beam bottle, though. What's throwing me off is the proof. It seems pretty high. Like Booker's level high, but it doesn't taste like any Booker's that I've had. So maybe this is a batch of Booker's I haven't had. This is a very high proof. Like this is, I mean, aren't all Booker's like 126 or something? 126 to 128. It's not as dark as a normal Booker's would be, though. That's why I don't want to call it a Booker's. But then what else do they have that's like that? I feel like the only thing I can guess is a Booker's, because I don't know. They don't have Little Book. I don't even, dude, I've tried Little Book chapter, the first Little Book. I don't know what any of the other Little Books are. So I have freaking no idea. It is not a Knob Creek at all. I would lean more towards this is a Booker's of some sort, maybe one that I've never tried before. This doesn't, but that's the thing, it doesn't taste like any Booker's I've tried. Maybe it's a newer Booker's? I will say though, I don't know anything after the first 2 Little Books. I have no idea what any of them are at all. The first Little Book was like a bourbon or some sort, right? And then the second one was weird. I don't even think it was a bourbon, right? It was something was different about Little Book 2. I don't really remember. And then after that, I have no idea. Baker's 13? What's the proof on a Baker's 13? Dude, this is hot. Like, this is 128-ish. It doesn't come off that. It doesn't smell that way. It doesn't smell like it's gonna be that hot. And it's up there. I will say I forgot I even had this bottle till you started the blind and saw the picture. I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to make a statement about this because I don't think I'm going to guess this. This is my guess. It's going to be a sequence of things. Are you ready? How am I going to word this? Are we down? Are we between Little Book? I'm kind of feeling it's between Little Book and Booker's. Just because it's very high proof Jim Beam. Let me say this. And I don't want this to sound negative about Little Book. If this is a Booker's, then it's not a good Booker's. Because I feel like Booker's has a quintessential, even if it's like, I keep saying, is that a Booker's that I haven't had? Like, obviously there's batches. I've had so few of the new ones. But this is so different from that if this is a Booker's, then I think they went off the rails for what a Booker's is. this is very light. Like a Booker's is still like, I wouldn't call it super dark. It's only 6 to 7 years old. Like, that's an issue on its own. I'm not an age elitist, but for $100 for a 6-year-old bourbon, come on, you better give me a little something out. You better give me like a reach around at least. Come on. This is more like, I feel like there's something else going on with this that it's kind of throwing me off. You know, the more I'm talking, with zero clue, I'm gonna call this a Little Book. Because there's no way this is Booker's. I think that's the conclusion. I've talked myself out of Booker's. This is not Booker's. And the only... this has to be a Little Book because of the proof. And it's Jim Beam. Now, which Little Book, I don't know. Now, let's do this then, because now it's not Booker's. There's no way this is a Booker's. I failed. If this is a Booker's, then I would say that's a failed Booker's. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm saying this would be a bad Booker's. There might be something done to this. And I'm only coming to this conclusion because we started talking about Little Book, and I know Little Book does some weird crap, right? They put it in things that, like, they just do weird stuff, right? Like, this could easily be like a Little Book. It's like a Booker's blended with a freaking rye. Little Book. I don't know. I'm not confident in that because I haven't had a Little Book, but I know this is a Jim Beam. This is a hot Jim Beam. I will say this. If it's a Little Book, I'll be very interested to see what the breakdown of that is. Because I don't think that's just a bourbon. I think that's blended with something. The way it's drinking is like, something's different about that. If that's a Booker's, I would not want that one as a Booker's. One Little Book was finished in tequila. I will say that's the one of the lighter ones that was sent tonight. I'm on the boat that this is a Jim Beam bourbon that went into some other barrel or is blended with something. I'm not gonna guess which because I don't know. Didn't they just release a blended one? Sceptical. If it's like super recent, as in like the past, I don't even know when Corgi originally sent me this flight, but if it's super new, it's not that one. That's what I'll say. This tequila finish phase needs to end. Hey, what up, Barbecue Ed? Most of the Bookers I've tried have been hot. Always reminded me of Old Faux. Yes, Paul P. Bookers and Old Forester Blue, like the barrel proofs, they drink way hotter than they should, bro. Now, there's some that I think are really good, but half the time I'm like, God dang, man, it's like a chore just to drink this freaking thing. It's like, I don't want to be burned. Like, you're hurting me. Stop it. What up, Aaron? Do push-ups. I'm locking in the first two. I'm calling the first one. It doesn't even matter what it is. It's a Barton of some sort, right? H is Jim Beam. I'm gonna go Little Book because I don't think that's a Booker's. I hope that's not a Booker's. It's too. There's something else about this that I don't think it's Booker's. It could be Booker's. I'm leaving both of them on there. It's Jim Beam. Why'd you say interesting? You don't... Is E not Barton? I'm going all in Barton. He said interesting. I know for a 100% fact H is Jim Beam. It's aged Barton. Gotta be. It's delicious. It's banana-y. It's chocolatey. Aged Barton. Brown Foreman. Brown Foreman. Brown Foreman! Okay. I have freaking no clue what this one is. F. F stands for friggin' no idea what this is. Hey, what up, Donald Rance? Who's playing in the World Cup tomorrow? I know nothing about the World Cup. I'm just like, you know what's more fun to me is seeing all of you guys freak out about it. And I'm like over here like, yeah, who do you want to win? Oh yeah, Argentina is the best team. And I'm like, who are they playing? That's who I go for. I have no freaking clue. And I don't care. I want the underdog. Who's the underdog? Who are the underdog? Is the U.S. still in? I know that they're not, Scott. What up, Arthur? Artfully Bourbon. 2 games tomorrow night, right? Freak if I know. England versus Norway. Is Trev taking a horsey top? I was taking a picture of all of this. Blinds are just fun, man. I'm enjoying seeing your perspective is all. I'll be honest, Corgi. I feel like I'm no different than any of you. I feel like, Corgi, you and I, you could come sit across the table from me, and we could do this together, and I feel like you could get to the same conclusions, but in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would go about it your own way and be like, I kind of think this, I think that. I guess it would be fun to watch sending someone that's why I always love doing, you know, like when Seltzer Dan and them come in here. Remember freaking Colby? He's only been on like once. But do you remember he like nailed? He is not a bourbon drinker, and he was nailing the blind flight. He was like peanuts. It was like he didn't even know what he was talking about, but he was hitting the notes. So, and Seltzer Dan does really good too. He can walk himself into the right answer without knowing it. It's very interesting to watch people go through a blind and like come to a conclusion, especially if they're right. It's kind of like, dude, they're all over this. Now, when you're wrong, you're really wrong. Really wrong. Norway and Switzerland are the underdogs right now. So what? Norway's playing England. So what happens? Because I'm going for Norway. Now that you tell me that, what happens when they beat England? What do you do then? You know? Okay. Paul has the best palate I know. He can tell you any four-gate just from the nose. We'll test that. I have no idea what F is. I called it tannic. I still, like, it has some tannins. I called it Texas. I don't even think that's Texas, man. I think F is the one that I'm like, I don't know what, I am clueless about F. It's got to be a distillery that I'm not familiar with, or there's something about that. I just don't know. All right, let's find out what these are. How do these go in order? E. E. Okay, this is a big one. I'm thinking this is aged Barton, right? It's got to be aged Barton, right? Wow. I am so glad that I saved some of this because I'm pouring it right freaking now. Wow. I will say, there's no way, when you guys find out what this is, it's crazy. We need to clip this. Well, it's too late to clip it because the music's going. I was gonna pause the music so I could put this in my review video when I edit this bottle that I've already filmed, and it's not a freaking Calumet, and it's not freaking Barton. I will say, hear me out, this doesn't remind you of the other ones, per se. Now that I'm smelling it, there's a singular note in there that I would say, okay, that's that. But the rest of it, the age, the oak, the way that it's like developed. I think, like I said, Corgi, coming off of this 16-year-old Calumet effed me. I think that's what it was. I think it like knowing what it is and smelling it, there's one thing that I would say yes, I would agree. Like that, duh. But you could easily overlook that for the oak, you know? Holy crap, Friday at Fred's, Doug! Oh, you guys better be freaking partying right now, man. How the heck have you guys been? Oh, this is monumental. This is monumental. Is it? That ain't it. Well, I ripped my shirt off for nothing, Fred. My Friday Fred shirt's way in the back. I can't find it. And that's the last thing you saw, Trev. I was gonna go get my Friday at Fred shirt. I ripped my shirt off for nothing. All right, you guys ready to figure out what this is? This is gonna blow your mind. So we're not stripping. No, I went to go get my Friday at Fred shirt. If only you guys could see my closet, I color code my t-shirts. I don't know if anyone else does that. Color coded. But I have way too many. Like, there's half of my closet needs to be thrown away. You can't even spread the shirts. There's so many shirts. I just can't get rid of them, you know? I'm like, I don't want to get rid of that. But then you can't find stuff. Doesn't everyone color code t-shirts? Trev, I color code too. Paulo says gay. First off, why are you hanging t-shirts? Let me tell you guys what I called Barton. Knob Creek 21. I called Barton. I said, this is Calumet 16, bro. I will say, that being said, I will say Knob Creek 21 is, I think, coming off of the Barton of I drank Calumet. So those of you who didn't watch this in the beginning, right before I started the blind, I drank Calumet 16. I went straight to the blind. This was the first one in the blind, and I was like, I think it was the Super Oak going to Super Oak. I was like, am I drinking the same freaking thing? I will say, I'll have to go and rewatch because I did edit a video of Knob Creek 21. Henry Turner gave me the last bit of his bottle so I could shoot a review of it. I've done that. And, you know, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I feel like it's a bit sweeter than you would think it would be, especially for 21. It does not drink over oak at all. I mean, I think they nailed that. They nailed it. Tastes so good. That being said, Calumet 16 is one of my favorite bottles of all time, and the fact that I thought that I was just drinking that's a good sign. It's so freaking good. It's way better than the 18, 100%, and I'm pretty sure I said that in my video. I said it's just gotten better as it's gone. It's still kind of like knowing what it is, especially after you said, like, I read what it was. I go back, there's like that singular, like, little note that I was like, man, that's the Knob Creek, but you could easily overlook that if you're blind. Pouring the Knob Creek with my own eyeballs and be like, yes, this is Knob Creek. Clear as day, yeah, that's Knob Creek. But in a blind, dude, easy to overlook. It's buried in all of this other stuff that, like, Knob Creek normally doesn't give. It's a really good bottle. I think, to me, I would much rather spend my money and do stuff like this than go after, you know, $500, $600 bottles of Wild Turkey 16 or some other bullcrap. You know, that's for those type of people, and for me type of people, Knob Creek 21. If you want to splurge, I'm pretty sure this is what I said in my video. If you want to splurge, because it's still not $200+ is a lot. If you want to splurge, this is probably the one, because it's still reasonable. We are normal people. I don't have $700. I don't have $500. $200? Hey, to me, that's splurging. And I want to get something good when I'm splurging. I think that's a good splurge. Knob Creek 21 is a splurger. In my palate, and if you agree with my palate, then Knob Creek 21. Very good. I'm gonna drink a little more of that when we figure out what these are. F. This is the one that I freaking have no idea. Brandon Hoff. Been a while, Trev. Cheers from the Fred's crew. Hope you guys are doing good, man. I'm sure you guys are melting. Hopefully you guys got some air conditioning down in the I said Tannic, non-Kentucky. I have no idea what this is. Wow. I'm correct that it's not from Kentucky. I called this Texas. You know why? It's the toasted. It's Jack Daniel's toasted. Do I got some more of that? Wow. You know what that tannic little... I kept calling it Texas. You know what it is? It's the toasting was throwing me off. Wait a minute. I'm fairly certain when I was drinking that someone in the chat said Jack Daniel's Heritage. And I remember reading that. I don't think I even said it out loud. I remember reading that and being like, no, that's not what this is. So I didn't even read it out loud. If that was you, you need to comment. Because I owe you a huge apology. You didn't get banana on that Jack. I just poured a little more. You know what I'm getting? I'm getting heavy, like, I'm getting the toasting. And it's throwing me off. It's like... knowing that it's toasted and going back to it, it makes sense. But going into it, I was like, dude, like, why is it so burnt? I kept calling it Texas, but I was like, dude, that's not a Texas. But it was made me feel like, dude, this is something weird, you know? Dude, even going back to it, I still, like, I don't know. I guess I just haven't had that much that I'm kind of like, what the freak is that, man? Mr. Fulton, hello, Trevin. 1 week on Monday, July 20th is my biggest 27th birthday celebration, and I'm going to be in Toy Story 6. Let's go, Mr. Fulton! Mr. Fulton, I hope you are having a great time, man. The never-ending Mr. Fulton. You're going to be in Toy Story 6, or are you going to see Toy Story 6? I want to see Toy Story 6, man. Hold on. You're going to be in Toy Story 6. How? What are you going to be? All right, let's go to C. I called this double oaked. So G, double oaked. Gotta be double oaked, right? Booker's is now on the shelves here and down from 120 to 100. William, it was already 100. Going down to 100 is not a deal. It should be at 60 bucks. Booker should be $60. Period. I will never buy Booker's until it's 60 or 70. And I stand by that. Trev rant. G. I called it chocolatey double oaked 115 proof. Someone called it peerless double oaked. It is. Not double oaked at all. It's not even a bourbon. What? This is a new rip malted rye sherry finish. Aged 6 years, 111.9. I was on it with the proof. Dude, that is chocolatey. Maybe the malt? Do you think it's the malt? Maybe I was thinking of like a freaking Whopper. A Whopper with the sherry. I'm drinking all the samples because we got to go back to it. What? Dude, that is so chocolate, man. That is crazy. That's wild. I can see the rye notes right now, but I think like you can hyper fixate on that chocolate for sure. It's almost like a I don't want to say mint chocolate because the mint would make me automatically be like, oh well duh, that's rye, Trev. But it is like a mentholy dark chocolate. I mean, that is chocolate bomb. Dude, I freaking love that. This is great. I'll give my order of least favorite to favorite at the end. This is very good. Sherry finish though? I would never guess this as sherry either. And that's why, I almost questioned it, Corgi. You go, what I kept saying, man, I think this is a double oaked, and you were like, you go, oh, it's finished for sure. And I was like, typically, if something's double oaked, people don't call it finished. Whereas I think technically it's the same thing, right? Think about it. I don't think there's a legal term to be called double oaked. It has to go into another oak. Sherry is in an oak barrel, so that's a double oak. I think they just choose to use double oak to let you know that it wasn't a wine barrel, that it was another bourbon barrel. But there's no legal definition for it. That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's like a legal ramification for it. It doesn't give me sherry on the nose. But then again, like, I'm not well versed in sherry. I think most things in bourbon, Will, are technicalities. You could be technically this, technically that. It's whatever. There's no legal ramifications, so an honest person would be like, we're calling this double oaked because it's finished in another bourbon barrel. Whereas, if we finished it in a wine barrel, we want you to know that it was finished in a wine barrel. I don't think there's really any deceptive people. I think if you're going to put it into a sherry barrel, that is technically a double oaked. That's the thing, though. I think legally they can put, and I'm just ranting, like, this is not anything to do with this. This is just in general. You could finish in a sherry barrel, and then on the label of your bottle, just call it double oaked. I think. There might be, I don't know. I don't know if there's a law that says if you put it into a wine barrel, you have to say which wine. I don't know. But I'm just saying, it's like that kind of principle. I could call it whatever the freak I want. It is double oaked. I put it in a different oak. All right, that's very good. It's so silly. Like, once you see what it is and taste it again, I should have immediately known that was a rye. Still don't know how to guess sherry, but I still would have. Yeah, I think I should have guessed that as a rye. I'm just an idiot. All right, H, the last one of the night. This is the other one that I was super confident in, which we already saw how the first one went. I called that Barton, and it was Knob Creek 21. Well, I went all in on this one. I called it Jim Beam. This is a Booker's or a Little Book? I love being the best. I love being the best. We got it. It's a freaking Little Book. Now, what's in this? I'm telling you, there's something weird about this one. This is a blend of 11-year Kentucky Straight Bourbon, 8-year Kentucky Straight Rye Whiskey, 8-year bourbon, 7-year bourbon, 7-year bourbon. That's weird. I thought there would be something different in it. Maybe that rye really influenced it. There's no... Is there, a percentage? I'm telling you, like, reading the stat line, and then after drinking that, I would think that 8-year rye would be a little bit higher in the blend, because it changed it. Don't read on me. Stumbled into this channel with my Starlight cigar blend in my cup already subbed. Let's go. How did you stumble in here? I'm very curious. Like, how did you do that? Oh, he just subscribed as I'm asking him. How the heck did you find this? Anyway, we're having a great time. You've missed a good show. You've missed a great time. Wow. It's interesting. Let me look this up. So this is Little Book, chapter 9. 9? Oh, crap. Yes, I'm 21. So let's see. This is what it was. This is interesting. That's all it says. There's no percentages. See, I'm kind of like, it makes you want, like, how much do these cost? My issue is that there's so many, like, transparent people out there that I'm so curious. Like, why aren't you transparent about this? And then you still charge so much money. I just don't understand. Like, oh, man, I have this great story. Come on, man. We have a first timer, and we're going to have a Malort for you, Trev. No way. There's a first timer at Friday at Fred's? Oh, no. I mean, don't scare them. Malort is not that bad. Loser. Oh. Malort. Oh, God. YouTube algo. Let's go. Well, don't read on me. We go live on Fridays. We do some reviews and whatnot. We have a good time. You got a great community of people in the chat. They've been here for years and years. People come and go. But we have a lot of great people in this community, man. Good time. It's, you know, to be honest, and this is the way I look at it, it's such a good time. Even if you're like, dude, Trev needs to just shut up. That dude's an idiot. You could easily chat with the people in this chat right here and just have a good time. You got some really cool people in here. And you got some total losers that are going to drink Malort. I'll pour up some barrel-aged. Oh, speaking of loser, Jeffrey Wack shows up. Wow. Did I just summon Jeffrey Wack? The moment I say loser, Wack, it showed up. Okay, yeah. Makes sense to me. Hey, what up, Wack Attack? Jeffrey Wack, you tell me this. I need another pour. What should it be? And should it be... I don't want to sway your decision, but like, should it be a Pinot type of finish? Or should it be your face? Or should it be something like that? You lit the loser signal. I came. I'm glad you got it. Wait a minute. Don't tread on me. I lit the loser beacon and you showed up for the first time. Phone doctor? Ron? You ain't no new subscriber? What the heck? Phone doctor! Where are you in here? There ain't no way you just subscribed. You playing tricks on me. Hold on. Pino! Maybe I should unsubscribe and subscribe. Unsubscribe and subscribe and see what happens. All right, I'm gonna go pee. Then we're gonna do one more. Then I'm gonna end it. I gotta go run tomorrow. From that day on, I was going somewhere. I was running. Phone doctor, something happened and I had to resubscribe. Okay, Ron. Ron. Only because you are the biggest fan of mine. I'll let you off the hook forever. So you're still off the hook for life. All right. Go. Hey, here's the challenge, everyone, because we got a new guy in here and he needs to do push-ups and he needs something else in his glass. And then one guy, he got freaking Blanton's and stuff. Make him open that. Go get a refill. Go. Would you look at that? Pinot Noir. SWFLDB. What up, DB? I had forgotten just how good this Malort is. Every time, corn and whiskey, every time I see you, I always think of mellow corn for some reason. I guess the word corn. We should mix mellow corn and Malort because you would not be able to tell the difference in color. Right? going to have to do that. Who we got? Is Don't Tread on Me still in here? What do you got? What's in your glass? It's Starlight Cigar Blend. Man, I haven't heard much about Starlight in a while. What's up with them? Just same old, same old. We don't get Starlight around here, so I don't know. How did Friday at Fred's? How'd the newbie deal with the freaking Malort? I mean, that's beyond me, corn and whiskey. I have no idea. Like, I have never owned a Starlight. We don't get them here, man. Not kidding. We have about 40 bottles of our pick left on Cherport. Bull on Parade, 18 years finished. You want me to drop the link right here? Anyone wants you want an 18-year-old freaking Bull Run? We'll drop the link. Here, let me do this. All right, Whack. You're a moderator. Go do it. Drop the link. Anyone wants to get one? 40 bottles. 18-year-old Bull Run. 44 months. Okay. That's what's wild to me. Because Jeffrey wasn't... I feel like you know more about our pick than we do because you bought so many of them. 44 months in Pinot Noir is a long time. That's not normal for what they do. If you guys remember the running of the bulls, we did that pick with Bull Run. We had this huge, huge F up. And then it aged in a Pinot barrel longer than it was supposed to. And it got monumentally better. "44 months in Pinot Noir is insane. And it's 18. Trev, you are one of the top 150 whiskey influencers in Central Arkansas. How do you not have 10 boxes of whiskey showing up to your doorstep daily? Did you just make that up? For one, I don't even think there's 150 whiskey influencers in Central Arkansas. And two, if I was on said list, I feel like I would be, 150? No one knows who I am around here. Literally no one knows who I am around here. Maybe one girl knows who I am at Rocktown. She recognizes me every time I come in here. If there aren't 150, then you're certainly in the top 150. It's messed up, man. You already know what time it is. There it is. So Jeffrey Wack just posted it. We got 40 bucks. 40 bucks left. 40 bottles left. I'm under 21. I love the hat. I love the shirt. If you guys want an 18-year-old, 44-month finished Bull Run, which is, it's not what I'm drinking right now. I grabbed a 13-year-old. That sounds like I'm about to be right up there with Chris Hansen. I grabbed a 13-year-old. 5 more years on this, bro. Insane. This stuff is so good. These Pinot Finish light whiskeys are insane. I'm telling y'all. Did I show this sticker? Well, here, I'll show it right here. It literally reminds you of freaking... That's not a bull, dude. It reminds me of Satan from Tenacious D. Right? Right? Maybe a little bit? There's a little bit, right? I mean, not as red. Obviously, he's super red. Come on. I can see it. I can see it. What up, Bledsoe Jerry Pop Spores? What up, Jerry? How you doing, man? At least he doesn't have a dick on his chest like the South Park. Dude, I never watched South Park. I've watched like 3 episodes. What's crazy about it is, you know, I was growing up, I was never allowed to watch South Park. Granted, I've watched every Family Guy episode known to man. I've watched like 3 South Park episodes as a kid, and I couldn't remember all 3 of them vividly. I was not allowed to watch, for whatever reason, that one. That was way worse than Family Guy. And then growing up, I never cared to go back and rewatch it. Oh my god, they killed Kenny! I know about it. One of the only South Park episodes that I've ever watched was... I can't remember why they were doing this, but they thought like the world was ending. So they were dressed up in like they were in like cold weather stuff. And they were like skiing across town. And it was like the middle of summer. And they were sweating. And they were like, oh my god, it's so hot. And they're like, yeah, that's signs of hypothermia. Keep going. They thought the world had ended or something. Like it was like a nuclear fallout or something. Like a winter. I don't know. That's all I remember about it. I've never laughed so hard at a movie than Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, the South Park. Really? Is it like the actual movie? Like, is it South Park? Like, is it is it a long episode of South Park or what? The 3 amigos stole Dana Tar's whiskey. Everyone else is enjoying barbecue. I love the Bourbon Wrench hat, man. Just not, that was not included at all. I'm just noticing it at all. Grandma's Boy is hard to top, says Don't Tread on Me. Grandma's Boy. Isn't that the one? Oh. I'm not that familiar with this one, to be honest with you. I've definitely watched this. I mean, this is the guy from Saturday Night Live, right? He's the dude who poops in the pool and stuff, isn't he? This weirdo. I mean, let's face the facts. Like, what are we talking? Comedy movies? Like, the best comedy movies of all time? Joe Dirt? Easily the best? It's not that funny. It's just a very enjoyable movie. I miss comedies. I need the breakout of new comedy era. You know, there's not many, like... I like it. Like, it's got to be funny, but I like the good story. Here's one of our favorites. I don't know if you watch this. We watch this every Christmas. The Night Before. You guys got to add this to your list. And I'm sorry... Man, it's not got that good of ratings, but I don't freaking care. I love this movie. This movie is a great comedy. During Christmas time, I'm telling you, pour a drink before you watch the movie. And then put the movie on and then continue drinking. Okay? Don't go into this sober. Rolled straight from SP into Reno 911. Trev got to watch Butter's Bottom Bitch. Butter's Bottom Bitch. One of the best episodes. Man, okay. I'll do it. I'll gladly watch some South Park. It's stupid. It's hilariously dumb. It's so dumb. And I love So Dumb. It's like Family Guy. It's stupid. It's like, what are we doing? But it's hilarious. Get him to the Greek? What's up, Dang Hooper? Man, Get him to the Greek. I think I've only watched that once. You know, here's the thing, guys. Now that I'm thinking about it, I am not... This whole family, like, Miss Wrench and I, we're not comedy... We're not big comedy watchers. We want, like, we're into, like, horror. I love freaking... I'm much more into, like, the gory horror. So, like, Evil Dead. Freaking love Evil Dead. Final Destination. Saw. Miss Wrench is much more into, like, the psychological... You know, there's a stalker, or there's, like, a... It's like a criminal investigation. User. Random question. Have you seen or tried the new 1792 XV 15-year-old cast strength bottle? Negative. That's a huge negative. And I'm pretty sure we were talking about that bottle a little earlier ago. Whoever asked that, you don't have a YouTube name set up. That's totally fine. But you were a huge number to me. User DA3KJ, like, you asked that question, I can answer it. what we discovered is I'm fairly certain is that bottle is gonna be what's the word we've been drinking tonight? Duty free only. So you're gonna find it in an airport when you leave the country or come back from a country. That's an AI framed question. I just don't think they have a actual YouTube thing set up. The bottle shape is unique. I haven't even looked at it. What is it called? 1792. Where the frick did that question go? XV. So they just made it. They just made it long. I don't think it looks uncool. But like, I'll be honest. It's a 1 liter bottle. You know what? Let me run this by you guys. Why can't we just squish this? So, y'all see my mouse? Why can't we squish this stupid bottle in? Make this bottle what we're used to 1792 being. Make it like this. But then, okay. So, like, obviously, this is tall and long and thick and veiny and perfect. And, like, this is the guy she tells you not to worry about. Just shrink this down a little bit. Why don't we make this a little more narrow, huh? Why is it so squatty? Why is it so... Yeah, don't tread on me. Why is it so girthy? You know, this is girthy. This is long. Like, shrink this down a little bit? Why this got to be so girthy? Just shrink this down a little bit. And keep this bottle. I kind of like it. It does look a little bit ridiculous being so... It looks so tall. But I think it's because it's next to the freaking fat boy here. This little girth bomb. No head, all girth. You know? Yeah, it's interesting. But yeah, supposedly this is a... You ain't gonna get this, so it doesn't even matter. We ain't getting it. We ain't getting that bottle. It's gonna be in duty free only. Probably more expensive than you would like it to be honest. Oh, Will T says we're going to have to agree to disagree because I think 1792 bottles are one of the most elegant. I don't dislike 1792 bottles. I was just saying, compared to the two, it's kind of like, why don't we just make one bottle? Saphitical. I'm going to say that every time I say your name for the rest of time. You just better get used to it. 11. S11. I'm traveling out of country soon, but don't expect to see it anyway. You know, that it's very similar to every time I would do... I was always looking for the rare breed non-chill filter, right? I went all over the goddamn place, and the only place I found rare breed non-chill filtered was in Cancun Airport. Everywhere else, no. Zero. So it's like, I don't know where the freak they're gonna be. Pinty. Pinty, I'm not used to your name. What are you doing, man? How'd you find this? Pinty. Are you new here? Pinty. 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 Just finished off the last of my Blantons. YouTube suggested, brother. Man, what is... Did YouTube just, like, suggest me tonight for some reason? We have all of these same people who are always here, but then we got Don't Tread on Me, Pinty. YouTube suggested. Hey, that's fine, man. Come on. We do this every Friday. That's what's wild to me. We do this I've done this every Friday for the past 6 years, man. You got a good group of people here, and we jam, and the later in the night we get, the more we jam. We usually start on Fridays. We'll start at 6 p.m. Central. You know, I get off work, I eat dinner, and I'm live. You know, I don't know where you at. Not quite every Friday, just most of them. Well, you know what, Steve? I'm England. Indiana. Hey, don't tread on me. So Steve A is over here talking mad crap about me. I'm running the Indianapolis Marathon. In November. So yes, not every Friday. And I'm sure the more and more I get into my marathon prep, we're gonna have to adjust Friday live streams. We might have to move it. I skip Fridays. Hey, don't tread on me. Hey, if you can tell me or find me or join me at a nice bar after said marathon, I would love like a freaking great pour of bourbon, man. Hey. Dude, I can provide honey hole. Hey! Yeah. Let's go. I'm sure you know about the marathon because they do it every year, so I feel like it's just part of the city, huh? I'm running that this year. My week one is right now. I'm on week one and I'm doing this live stream. What are you drinking? I'm doing a light whiskey. I'm sorry that you're in England, but this is very American. You missed the whole show, brother. We had a whole blind flight. Great time. Did a blind flight of a bunch of whiskeys. Now we're just kind of wrapping up the stream, just kind of chilling, just hanging out. What are you drinking, Pinty? Is it Pinty? I feel like it's Pinty. You guys in England, you guys like your pints. It's Pinty. I would love to have a pint with you. I'm having a pint now. Don't tread on me. Hey, dude, you need to send me an email, man, because I'm dead serious. I would love to know about some cool places. For one, restaurant recommendations, as in like Italian pasta. And then post race, I would love some like, I want to, after the race, I want to go and freaking drink. Like, I want to hobble my way to a bar. That's my plan. That's what I would, or not my plan, that's just what I would love. Trev, what light whiskey? I got a rye light whiskey, 14. This is all of my light whiskey, aside from like our cat, I can't speak, our cat's eye, all of the like the obtainiums and stuff that we've done. All of my other light whiskeys are Bull Run. All the other ones are the ones we've done with Gene at Cat's Eye, the obtainiums, which I will say, by the way, all of the light whiskey we've gotten from Gene is like the craziest stuff you even know. It's insane. Like, you'll die type of stuff. Hobbling is for exiting the bar, too. I've been pissed on pints in Europe. What? You've been pissed on? I got you. For after the race, looking for good bourbon spirits or a good bar vibe. I'll be honest, don't tread on me. I'm the type of dude, I want as chill as possible. I'm the type of guy who's like, I don't want some grunge bar. As grungy as I am, like, I love that type of music. I want low key. I want, like a brewery. I'm cool with a good brewery, Like, just give me a freaking beer and let me go sit down and just, you know what I'm saying? I'm like low key. Just give me something good to drink and let me just chill. Just tone down, That's what I like. I mean, I would love a good, if you had like bourbon spirits, I'm sure there's probably like a whiskey bar or something around. I'm sure. I'll send you an email. Yeah. Send me an email. I'll just send you my phone number. You just text me if that's easier for you. bourbonwrench@gmail.com. I would love to talk to you about it. For sure. I've already been looking at restaurants and stuff just to like carb load and whatnot in the area. It'll probably help if I told you. I'll have to look again, like exactly where I'm staying, but it'd probably help. Like, I'm in like downtown. I'm less than a mile from the convention center, which I'm sure obviously that's where the marathon starts, but I'm like really close to that. My goal is to walk everywhere I can. I ain't renting a car. Are you trying to set a PB on the marathon? Abso-freaking-lutely. My first marathon, I bonked so hard. I am so proud of it. I'm proud that I did it. But I know that I hit the wall. And I know, like, I already know what I've done wrong going into it. So yeah, going into this one, I have a PB in mind, and I think I already had it. I think I already had the fitness in me going into the first one, but I'm gonna ensure that I get this one. Nothing stopping me. Zero. I got it. Nothing stopping me. Oh, you meant what is light whiskey? No, what I meant is what is light whiskey? So a light whiskey. I'm going to give you Trev's terms, Paulo, because it doesn't really matter. So a bourbon, when they distill a bourbon, so like the mash, when they distill the mash, the rule, and I'm talking like you literally can't do any more than this. I think it's what? You can only distill a bourbon up to 165. Okay, Steve A just did it. I was trying to give it to him in terms of like what a bourbon is versus what a light whiskey is. Layman's terms, a bourbon can only be, like the mash can only be distilled up to a certain point, whereas a light whiskey, you can distill this thing up to like a goddamn vodka. I mean, you blast this thing as hard as you can. Therefore, basically, what you get, let's just let Steve A's doing it all for us. Steve A, keep going. I ain't gonna say nothing else. What I will say as Steve A is typing this all out is what you get is light whiskey is usually very high proof. Usually. It's very, I would say, stripped of flavor in terms of what you're used to with bourbon. It does not taste like a bourbon. They're usually very sweet, very vanilla, and that's why a lot of light whiskeys finish in things. So you'll see a lot of light whiskey finished in Pinot Noir, like all these wine barrels. And all of a sudden, this like, it's literally like a light whiskey to me tastes like vanilla cream. Like so dessert, but it's like it's like 140 proof vanilla cream. It's crazy. But then you put it in a Pinot Noir or a Cabernet or all these barrels, and all of a sudden now you're adding red fruit into the vanilla. It's a complete different experience than you've ever had. If you've never had a light whiskey, I would say, I don't know. I'm kind of like, if it's not finished, I'm kind of like, I don't know. I love the finished light whiskeys. If it's in some sort of wine barrel, I think it's worth a try. Especially these bull runs, like Jeffrey Wack. They dropped an 18-year-old. Granted, it's $90. I think it's worth it. But it's hard to say it's worth it. To me, it's worth it. It's hard to say that to someone because light whiskey is like, you have to know light whiskey. It's completely different. It's like saying Irish Scotch bourbon. Light whiskey is its own thing. 18-year-old light whiskey finished in Pinot. It's freaking nuts. That is insane. I will say, like, it kind of pisses me off because the Nerds and Turds pick was the oldest, and then they topped us. So they topped us. Don't tread on me. Gotta check out. Good finding the channel. I'll send the email. Dude, send it to me. Right now. Go get in bed or whatever you're doing. bourbonwrench@gmail.com. Not the Bourbon Wrench. bourbonwrench bourbonwrench@gmail.com. Send it to me. I'll send you my freaking number right now. I gotta get these indie places, man. I'm locked in. Good luck to you, brother. Smash it. Keep that mind strong. My mind is strong. I guess it is my mind. Like, the more I think about it, I'm like, God dang, can I do it? I can do it. I know I can do it. I could have done it then. Love y'all. Get hyped. To Indoles. All the... Okay, I gotcha. Is that when the big stream is? August 9th? Let's go. Don't overtrain. I have a training schedule. I went through 2 injuries last time. I'm fairly certain this is it. We about to crush this, man. You don't even know. Scott Gentry, Tennessee back and got a new pour you can't miss. Green River Toasted Double Oak Distillery only release. 8 years old, 150 proof, and insanely effing delicious. Dude, Scott is freaking pumped. Alright, guys. I'm wrapping her up because I gotta run in the morning. I think tomorrow will be my easy run, and then I got to finish off the mile Sunday. So we're at 21 miles. I only need 30 this week. It's the week 1, so it's low. Yeah, 21. I only need 9 miles. I'll probably do 4 or 5 tomorrow, then finish off. Easy. Nothing to it. Nothing to it. Hey, love you guys. Hey Trev, play Enigma Sadness as you read Steve A. description of a light whiskey. What is Enigma Sadness? Is that a song? You're about to get me demonetized, but I'm gonna read it. What the hell is this? Am I supposed to rap this? Done wrong. Besides run over 26 miles consecutively. That wasn't even Steve A. Still over 80% Asian used oak, not new. Thou shalt not distill above 160 proof for bourbon.
Bourbon. Bourbon. Bourbon.
What is this? Thou shalt not messed up. Thou shalt not barrel over 125 proof. There's no way you can put this into a song. What the freak are we... Who suggested this?
private whiskey. Thou must distill above 160 proof. Thou shalt not barrel in new charred oak. Use char or new uncharred. All those thou shalt use.
That was good. That was good. Man, I love being the best. There ain't no way anyone still watching this is thinking that I'm not the best. Find me another bourbon channel that does that. That was the best thing I've ever done. I'm sorry. That was so good. That was good. Love y'all. We wrapping her up. I mean, that was just top tier. I mean, it might have just been freaking Mark Emenecker and Paulo that saw that. Come on. Trev's gonna crush the marathon like he did that. So what you're saying is I'm going to fall flat on my face and die. I'm dead. All right, got it, Corgi. Got it. All right, love y'all. Bledsoe. Cheers, guys. Love y'all. I will see y'all next week. I got another video to edit. I think what we should do is the Knob Creek 21, especially because I called it Barton's tonight. So that's probably the next video I'll edit. I'll upload that next week, and then we'll go from there. No, the second was way better. I think so too. I think the second half was way better. There's no way this is an actual song. Like, people listen to this? Like, you just listen to this? Like, you recognize this.
Here I come. I'm swinging from a tree, drumming down the wine, then you can't see me. Yeah. What'd you just say? Oh. Okay. I'll drop my trousers. Yeah, it's pretty freaking big. No, don't put it in there. Except maybe I will. It's funny, huh?
All right. We'll make some shorts out of that. Cheers, guys. Love you.